Years ago, I met a photographer who was retiring, and he wanted to give away a lot of his gear. Well, he had already given away a lot of the really good stuff, like the lights and everything, but he had a couple of old tripods and stands that he offered me, and it was awkward because when I looked at what he had left, it just flat out would not work for me. And they would ask, what do you mean? You just need a tripod. How different is it? But it is a fundamental difference. So when you're talking to someone about photography versus video, you need specialized tools for each practice. And it may seem a little silly, but today I'd like to talk a little bit about it, explain some of the fundamental differences between photography and video, and why you need different gear, and at times why you don't. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. The primary difference between a cinema camera, a camera meant to create cinematic images, and a photography camera is the body. Photography, they still work with DSLRs. Digital single lens reflex. They're beautiful, they're compact, they fit easily in the hand, they can be moved around easily. If you wanted to get a production camera, something for in studio, you'd get something that looks a little bit more like a cinema camera. A cinema camera is not something you're supposed to grab in your hands and move around. It is supposed to be as small and simple as possible, but as sturdy as possible, so that you can build it up with whatever batteries, lenses, lights, stabilization equipment, automated features, video assists, video transmission, recording options, everything that you might need. So many ports to plug into. And a cinema camera is not meant for a single person to use. There are cinema cameras that are nice and small and easy to handhold, but most of them are meant for a crew, because you're going to need a camera operator on it, you're going to need a camera operator actually aiming it. Then you're going to need a camera assistant checking the focus. Then you're going to need a sound person who is either tethered into it or nearby, who's also taking part. So if I could use a military analogy to this, a cinema camera is like a machine gun where you would need several people to load it, to carry it, to move it, to aim it, to use it effectively. Whereas a photographer's DSLR is much more like a sniper, just a single high-precision weapon that one person can use, take wherever they want, and get exactly what they need. There are films that will use DSLRs, and amazingly, there are photography shoots that will use cinema cameras, but they're not specialized for that. The next and most fun thing to confuse yourself with is sensor size. Now, there are many different sensors made for camera tech throughout the world for many different purposes. But when it comes to shooting photography and cinematic images, there's three typically that you'll come across: full frame, crop sensor, and micro four thirds. Now, for a photographer, there isn't much need to use anything other than full frame. And full frame is the largest sensor. It'll give you the best looking image and many other great qualities to it for taking in a lot more light, for offering some really great lens choices. But cinema, however, has always been based around the crop sensor, which is much closer to 35mm film. And a lot of really good cinema lenses are only available for crop sensor. And of course there's ways to upgrade them, but it's even tougher with micro four thirds. You can take a full frame lens and put it on a micro four thirds camera with a micro four thirds sensor, and you can still shoot. But you can't do the opposite. You can't take a micro four thirds lens and put it on a full frame camera. You're just going to get a little circle in the middle of the image. Just doesn't work. The reason cinema still enjoys using Micro Four Thirds lenses is the fact that they give you a deeper depth of field, which in cinema can be much more preferable, and they read out much faster. There are a lot of things that a Micro Four Thirds sensor can do that larger sensor sizes really struggle with. There's just only so much power that you can put into a camera and so much you can get out of a sensor. Micro Four Thirds is something that really shouldn't be, you turn your nose up to it, oh, such a small sensor, because they can be very powerful. Another really big difference between photography and video is how it's lit. In video and film, well, obviously they use continuous lights. Lights that just stay on the whole time, so you can get used to them. And unfortunately, that means a huge power draw. A film set can easily have the breakers going off because you need a lot of lights. Photography has a real benefit in that a strobe, a flash, can easily be operated by battery power, and it can be very compact, easy to move around, even by one person, and you can make it look like you've lit a huge area just by having a powerful flash. With photography, you just need it for a moment, and once people get that bright flash out of their eyes, you're fine. A photographer can use continuous light, and there are photographers that do that. It just helps people relax, more get into it, and then just find the right pose before a flash goes off. But you can't use flashes to light video. You can do it for a fun effect, like if you're doing a music video, light just flashing in every direction, but for actual content, just flat out, you can't. Next is the story of that wonderful little gift that I got, the tripod. Photographers need tripods that will lock into position, will not move at all, so they can take a very long exposure and everything is crisp and clear, and a head that will move onto its side and lock into position. And video, we need something very different. We need something light, we need something that we can move around, and we need something that has a fluid head. If you've ever tried to move a video camera on an old, tight photography head, it goes click, 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 click. It just looks and sounds absolutely terrible. A fluid head is what you need just to make the camera just move smoothly over the scene. That's lovely. It's not quite as good as a full cinema having wheels on a tripod, but it's very close. So you absolutely can use photography tripods in video. You just can't operate the camera while you're using them. And I do know photographers that use video gear for tripods in their work as well. So maybe the theme is that photographers are benefiting from a lot of new video gear, but well, video is still benefiting from a great history of photography gear as well. Now, when it comes to lenses, it's especially interesting. A good photography lens, now this is arguable because the best lens would be something that would be unbelievably expensive, huge, very unwieldy, but would cover every need you would ever have. That doesn't exist. But photography, you largely want something that's very compact so you can move around, maybe a zoom, maybe a prime, and that gives you the kind of light and signature that you really need. And you can trust most of the lens functions to the camera. Its aperture, its focus, many of these things can, not always, but can be controlled by the camera, and you get excellent results. But with video, you need to be a lot more specific. Almost no electronic connections between the lens and the camera. This is a cinema lens. Everything is manual. The aperture is manual, the focus is manual. All the effort went into making an excellent lens. Great quality. But the reason that these manual features are not a downside is because this really works with how video makers want to control it. When people are moving, you want to have your hands on it and to actively be finding the focus in every moment. And with the aperture, same thing. You want to set it exactly where it is and know that it's never going to be changed. So the big difference between the two, I think, is the beautiful thing about photo and video both having a renaissance in this digital age is so many of these tools are being made for all these specific uses, and many of them can be repurposed for other uses. It's just a fun time to see everything that's available. Old lenses made in the 60s being rehoused and reused now. Old camera lenses, old techniques, and all these new tools. It's really exciting. Thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. Remember, at its best, video is a tool for genuine communication between people, as it should be. So, get out there and share your heart.